time, as always, Meyers. Veterans and active servicemen and women have a soft spot in your heart because of your older brother, Bailey, who served a pair of tours of duty in Afghanistan. What was it about that experience, both his and yours as a family, that made you want to get involved in Hoops for Troops and other programs aimed at supporting the military?
You know what, when my brother left, that was the first time, that we had never been together. And a year later, I left for school, and it was a very interesting family dynamic. You know, we lost our father when we were young, and so our mom did a great job raising us. But when Bailey left, it was a big shock for me, because he had always kind of been not only a brother but a bit of a father figure, kind of showing me the way. And so it was hard. I remember being at school and getting calls from incredibly random numbers, and I would always be sure to answer it when I could, because I knew it was probably my brother Bailey from over in Afghanistan. Whenever he got the chance to call, he would call home. So it's tough on the family when they're gone. You're worried about them being in harm's way, but ultimately it's their sacrifice, among other things, that makes our country the great country that it is.
And you've been so involved. One of the ways is obvious from your Instagram account, which features pictures of you in a suit and combat boots, which is normally not a standard fashion choice folks would make, but you're making it work. And it's in support of a group called Boot Campaign. How did you get involved with them, and what are they about?
So obviously, with my brother being a Marine, I started to really look into what the military was about, and not only the Marine Corps but also other branches. And I now being in the NBA, I wanted to try to understand the mentality of a Navy SEAL. So I took interest in them, and I picked up the book Lone Survivor, and I read it. It's about Marcus Luttrell. They went over, they were going after a high value target. Anyway, if you don't know the story, he loses his 3 buddies, but he survives. I looked at his website, and he supports the Boot Campaign, and so I was doing some research on it, and it seemed to be a really good foundation. Basically what they do is, they have people buy their military-issued boots, and it has a Boot Campaign emblem on them. The money then goes to programs that will help military people coming back from their time overseas, or while they serve, to kind of bridge the gap between military life and civilian life. And so I saw that, and I was very intrigued. And luckily for me, the NBA gave me the opportunity to kind of go against the dress code, I guess, and be able to support this cause. So it was neat. The idea is that someone sees you in military combat boots while you're wearing a suit, or while you're just wearing them in everyday casual life. And so I was happy to support that, and always am looking for ways to support the military.
Combat boots, easy to find in your size?
Not particularly, but luckily for me, I was able to find a pair, and they helped me out.
Also, the high ankle support comes in handy right now, because you've been out for, 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks with an ankle injury. You're back to being active. Do you expect to play tonight?
We'll see. The Magic have a very talented front line. Guys, about 3 of them are shooting 40% or above. Vucevic and Aaron Gordon both shooting the ball very well. Maurice Spates coming off the bench. Biombo, very good rebounder, active around the rim. So they have a really good front line. I'll be prepared tonight, as I always am, and I'm always just doing what I can to make sure I'm there for the team, and just make sure we come out with a victory.
Well, continue to stay healthy, and keep the boots on for the ankle support and for the cause as well. And we'll be watching for you tonight against the Magic.
Thanks, guys.